Arts for the summer semester. This is a quick intro video to get you acquainted with the course and how things will be laid out for the next 10 weeks. First thing I do want to point out is this is a 10-week course, so things will move a little more rapidly than they do in a full 15-week semester. So if you are not prepared to move a little bit quicker than normal, then I would recommend not taking this over the summer and instead waiting until the fall semester and taking a 15-week course. But this is the homepage of our course. This is where you will find announcements. So anytime I have something important I need to let you guys know about, I will post an announcement. And then off to the side here is my information. So my name is Allie. There's a photo of me so you know what I look like. My email. If you want to meet with me over Zoom, you can make an appointment with me, the link to my Zoom office. And then I also have a Google number that you can text me at. It's not set up to take phone calls, only texting. So, and then the announcements here. You found the welcome video. Awesome. So the layout of this course, everything that you need will always be under content. The other tabs are there if you want to navigate to things through them, but you will always be able to get to what you need to through content. So the table of contents shows everything. The first thing we have is the Start Here module. This contains the syllabus. The first two links are both for the textbook. There's a PDF version and then a print version. And then the things that you need to do first. So introduce yourself in a discussion topic. There's a get to know you form that I do. There's a practice quiz that you need to take for making sure you understand how to use Respondus, which is what is required for exams. There's also a syllabus quiz that isn't showing up for some reason. I might have it hidden, but there's also a syllabus quiz that you will need to do in here just to make sure that you're aware of some of the important policies of the course based off of the syllabus. Then the course is broken up into 4 units. The first unit, I can't click on anything yet because it's not actually open yet, but there's a document of all of the notes for the unit, and then you'll have to submit those notes for part of your grade. So this is where you'll be able to do that. In this first unit, there is a algebra review. So that there's a link here where you can test how much of the material you already know. And then based on how you do on that assignment, I will recommend whether or not I think you need to go through that material or not. Nothing from this algebra review section will show up on the first unit exam, but I am assuming that you know how to do these things as we work through the rest of the course. So anything in this algebra review section, I am not going to explicitly go over how to do those in the remainder of the videos. So these are things like solving equations for x, some geometry things, and how to round numbers properly. And the homework is very, very finicky about rounding. And then the percent problems is the actual first section of material that will be included on your first exam and the first homework that is covered, or is graded, rather, I should say. So in this section, you have the learning materials. So these are videos of the notes. So the notes that I have on the first page, the Word document, these are videos of a different professor, not me, but a different professor going through these notes on a tablet and working through the same problem. So if you are looking at the notes from here, it's an exact copy of those same problems. So you'll go through these videos, you'll take the notes. Oh, that was the wrong section. So sorry. So you'll go through the videos, you'll take notes, and then you'll come in and you'll do the homework on it, which is percents. Again, nothing is showing up as clickable right now because I have everything locked to not open until the official start of the class. And then same thing for the next section. So the next section is ratios, rates, and proportions. So same idea. You've got some videos. The notes are in one giant packet, so you're not having to print or download multiple things. There's a homework, and then there's a quiz that's going over the percents, the ratio, rates, and proportions. And then there's two other sections that look the same. Dimensional analysis, which is a fancy word for unit conversions, and then scientific notation. And then there's the second quiz. Once you've completed all of the video notes and homeworks and quizzes, you can upload your notes. This is part of your grade, to upload the notes that you take. This shows me that you are actually going through the content and being an active participant in this course. And then you have your Unit 1 exam. Your Unit 1 exam requires you to use Respondus. It is a lockdown browser, it is a webcam recorder, and it is also a screen recorder. So over here in the Start Here module with the syllabus, that's what this guy is. It's a practice exam so that you can try out the software as many times as you need to make sure it works. So that when you go to take exam 1, you've got all those glitches worked out. The syllabus quiz does not require you to use Respondus. And again, that one's not showing up for some reason. I don't know why. So everything you will ever need, you can find in content. But if you want to go to assignments, that's where you can upload the notes. The only discussion we're going to have in this course is the introduction discussion. We have the quizzes. So there's the syllabus quiz, the Respondus practice exam, and the Unit 1 exam. I do not recommend doing the Unit 1 exam if you have not gone through the practice exam and make sure that everything is working, because you will only get one attempt on the Unit 1 exam. And I will not reopen it if you say that the Respondus lockdown browser did not work and I see that you did not take the practice exam. And then the last thing that you will need is the gradebook. So a lot of it's already filled in. Some of it, I'm still adding some of the things as we're kind of going along. So right now, the only thing under notes is the Unit 1 notes. There'll be 4 of these total. All of the homeworks are already in here, so you can see how many homeworks there are in total. All of the quizzes are in here, so you can see how many quizzes there are. There's only one exam currently in the gradebook, and then there's the final exam. So there'll be more exams being entered in, and there'll be more notes entered in as we continue on through the course. And that's basically it. That's what you need to know for this course. If you have any questions at all, please send me an email. I will have an out of office set up for a lot of the summer, just so that my coworkers aren't expecting me to respond. But if I see an email come from you guys, I will definitely respond to those. Or that's also why I have this text number. If you want to shoot me a text, please do so. Just please let me know who you are when you send me that text. And I hope you guys have a lot of fun and enjoy this course.